by me being a part of the sacrifice, made a part of the sacrifice, but didn't nobody see me. They only saw John the Baptist and Jesus Christ, but they never seen me because I was yet an attachment to Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ had to be born part man and part God. So this means that he couldn't have just one spirit, just a flesh. The flesh have no power. It died right on earth. He had to have two spirits, and he had to have the spirit of man attached on to him and the spirit of Moses attached on to him. And by me not being born at the same time him and John the Baptist were, that means I didn't have the substance of a man to germinate my spirit, and my spirit then had to remain an attachment onto Jesus Christ, which give you the pigeon and the dove, which was not separated, and it was caught up into the heaven with God after Jesus Christ was slain on the cross. That was the reason for the three crosses there. One was to represent John the Baptist, one was to represent Jesus Christ, and the other one was to represent myself. The two thieves that was on the other side of him showed you that we was peoples of the flesh, and we was cursed from the foundation of the earth when Adam and Eve taken off the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and when Cain slew his brother, and God created a mixture and mixed all of us together, we was not without blemish, but yet and still he had to take a substance without blemish, as he told him to take a ram and two goats, two bullocks and two rams without blemish, that we was going to be born in sin, but we was not going to be with blemish with interbreeding of another race. We was going to be born as the Hebrew. I was born first as Moses, as a Hebrew, through the seed of Abraham. I came through the seed of Abraham, and this time I came on a slave ship. God placed me in the flesh of slave to be transported to America on the slave ship, because there was something about the slave that God had to show to the world what Satan was going to do. He spoke these things, and kings, one king, man, go here and find this here. Excuse me. I'll try to find this him quick. Well, man. This was before he caught up Elijah, but he was getting ready. First King. Yeah, I think I got time to do this. I want to show you this here, and it reads, have some laughter to that of Isaiah 6:1, that's verse 13. First King 22. Israel had transgressed against God. They had developed a mindset they wanted to fight. It said, and they, in First King, and they continued 3 years without war between Syria and Israel. And it came to pass in the third year that Josephus, the king of Judea, came down to the king of Israel. And the king of Israel said unto his servant, knowest ye that Ramah Ramah is Gilead, is in Gilead is ours, and we be still and take it not. out of the hands of the king of Syria. Syria was yet part of the land that God promised Abraham. And he said unto Josephus, wilt thou go with me to Bel, to Remagila? And Josephus said to the king of Israel, I am as thou art, my peoples as thy peoples, my horses as thy horses. Listen to what this here saying to us. And Josephus says unto the king of Israel, inquire, I pray thee, at the word of the Lord. Before they went into battle, he wanted to make sure that he had victory because he didn't want to go in there and get the crap kicked out of him over there. You know, he wanted to make sure that God was on his side before he came there. So what did he do? He go to the prophets. 6. The king of Israel gathered the prophets together, about 400 men, and said unto them, shall I go against Romagala to Baal, or shall I forbear? And they said, go up, for the Lord shall deliver it into the hands of the king. In other words, these were 400 scared prophets. They prophesied in the favor of Israel because they would fear him. They didn't care whether he get the crap beat out of him or not. You know, they just wanted to just get him out of their hair, prophesizing his favor. But listen to this here, verse 7. And Josephus said, is there not here a prophet of the Lord beside that we might inquire of him? He saw this here, what these people's out of fear, they was telling the peoples what they wanted. This is the same thing that's happening over there in Iraq and Afghanistan today out of fear. The peoples is sizing up with the devil and the demonic spirits because they is in fear of what he do. Because this here is going to tie us into today's props. This is the reason I brought this here up here. Verse 8. And the king of Israel said unto Joseph, there is yet one man. One man. Why didn't he take the word of these 400? But he said there is yet one man. We need to hear from him. Micaih, the son of Imlah, by whom we may inquire of the Lord. But I hate him. He does not prophesy good concerning me, but evil. And Josephus said, let's not the king say so. In other words, he didn't want the king to say so. He wanted to see what this man would say. And the king of Israel called an officer and said, hasten hither Michael, the son of Ismail, Imlah. Now, and the king of Israel and Joseph, the king of Judea, sat each on his throne, having put on their robes in a broad place, and the